everyone, it's Deb here, and I am here to explain, before I speed up my video, exactly what I've done here. As you know, I do my Project Life 9x12, and this week, this is the first week of September in my album, so that fell in week 35 and week 36, which was the 1st to the 10th. And I don't number my weeks. Excuse me. I don't number my weeks, but I do try and contain within them dates. And so I had a lot of photos. So what I've done is I've got two 12x12 page protectors. This one is American Crafts, and it's got the 3 4x6 slots down one side and 6 3x4s on the other side, and to make it 9x12 I've just bolted it in, so that way I get 1 2 3 4 extra photos. Well, actually 1 2 3 4, yeah, 4, sorry. Can't count. Whereas that would be my normal spread, a 9x12 spread. I'm using the full 12x12 spread and just folding it in on my album, and I'll probably just use the paper clips or something pretty to hold it in place once it's in my album. Same with this side. This one, oh, it's the same one. It's American Crafts as well, the same design. And I'm able to fit a lot more photos in my week spread that way. So I thought I'd explain that. So when you're flipping through the album, you'll be able to flip these out. I'll have a tab or something probably, because we had my son's birthday, school dance, Father's Day, student of the week, Ava's friends party, just a lot going on in this week. So that's what I plan to do, and I'm going to put you on fast forward now and get decorating. I believe I just used all the, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just all the 6x6 papers and cut them down. I did repeat some, as you can see here when you fold this one out, that piece there, that piece there, and I did repeat on both sides, which I like to do because it kind of keeps it a little bit cohesive. And I'm sorry about the glare, it's hard to film when you got page protectors in the mix. So yeah, so I'm going to get to decorating, and I'm going to put you on fast forward. So here we go. I've already laid out a few bits and pieces around everywhere, and I decided to use these rubber things, and I don't know whether it's the heat here in Queensland or I got a dodgy pack or what, but the adhesive behind them was just awful. It stuck to my fingers, it stuck to everything, so I tried to peel away whatever it was that was behind it, and yeah, I had to really clean it up and clean up the top of it. And so anyway, getting on to the spread, I am using my new typewriter. Yay! Found this typewriter at the markets, and I'm typing out my journaling, and I'm also adding a label and the cut apart label and one of the cut aparts on this journaling card, and I'm going to type directly on the label. Now some of this is sped up quite fast because the video was already 23 minutes, so I sped certain bits up like typing and things like that to try and bring the time down on the video. I did cut down 4x6 card because in one of the 4x6 slots I'm going to have 2 3x4 cards, the birthday card there, and what else did I put there? I think it was a filler card, yes, the one that I just typed on. And I find if you stick it down onto a backing piece, I've just got some plain white cardstock, stops them from slipping around in that 4x6 pocket. and then I am just going to continue decorating my photos and cards. So for this card I did bring in some black labels, and this was the booklet of labels we got. I can't remember what kit it was, but I still got heaps left, so I do use a few of them throughout my spread, and I'm still just decorating my photos and cards. And I do a mix of handwritten journaling and the typewriter as well on this spread. And the collection had a lot of happy birthday and like Father's Day things, and it worked out quite well because it was my son's birthday. So I cut this happy birthday out from one of the cut apart cards. I think it was a 3x3 or 4x4 card, and I wanted to use it as an embellishment on this card on the left, but I felt that it needed something behind it just to pop it from the background, so I did mat it with this black, sorry about the bus and the dogs in the background. I matted it with this black pattern paper just to give it a thin border to help it pop from the background. Time to bring in the bling, and I do use a mixture of both the clear ones or the silver ones, whatever they're called, and those bluey grey ones. I just pop them all over my spread, and yeah, I do use both colours. Sorry, I'm trying to think what I was trying to say then. And then I get to decorating that bit that's going to fold over onto my page. So I want it to look quite cohesive when you open it and also when it was shut. So I'm going to decorate these two cards here, and I do use that one of those little rubber words again and the yucky adhesive on the back. Cleaning my hands, like, oh, I don't know what they put behind there, or if it was just the heat in Queensland that totally melted it. Did anyone else have any issues with these rubber title things? Oh. So I just thought I'd put Hello September and put a little bit of journaling on this card because this is the first week of September in my album. So I did want to put a little paper clip on the flap there, just for some decoration and to show that it can kind of be lifted up, even though it doesn't really say. But I did grab the washi from, I believe it was last month or the month before, and I just folded it in half and threaded it through a paper clip and just stapled it there, and I'm just going to pop it on the side of my flap there. So on to the next page, and it's pretty much the same of just placing things around and decorating them. I had these were from, I don't know where, did I get them from? I'm not sure where they were from, either the ephemera pack that was in the main kit or one of those pop-out pieces from the 6x6 part. We got a few of the little pop-out die cuts, and they were in the shape of arrows, and I just cut the arrow bit off and turned it into the kind of word strips. Now I believe I left this bit in because I wanted it to say, "Go away, crow." Oh my goodness, I'm going to shut the window. Okay, hopefully that might dull down their noise a bit. I wanted it to say happy memories and then put journaling, but then when I put that word happy above the memories, it covered it up too much. So I just peel the memories off and just leave the word happy there. And that brings in the rubber words over to this side because I've used it twice on the other side. So I pretty much just repeat things that I've done on the other side. Mixture of handwritten and typed journaling. Um, the same embellishments. I pull the rhinestones and some of those black Teresa Collins labels over onto this side. Now I wanted to use this little cog as an embellishment, so I do fussy cut it out. Now I tried to use as much of the Father's Day or Dad's stuff that had them kind of words on this spread because it was Father's Day, and I wanted to get as much of that used up as possible. So there's a lot of Happy Father's Day, best dad ever, and things like that on this side of the spread. Now I wanted to do some journaling on this card, so I grabbed some vellum from my stash, and I'm not sure why, but it didn't record, but I did type out my journaling, and I'm just going to staple it to the front of this card. So I do have 2 extra photos and a bit of extra journaling that I wanted to put on the right hand side here. So I cut down 2 3x4 pockets from another page protector, and I am going to fuse them to the right hand side here. I only show the fusing of the one because it's the same process for both. So when you open up my album, the right side's gonna flip open, and then there's gonna be 2 extra flips to open on that side. And this card, I didn't really have much to say on that top one. I just wanted to add that extra photo, so I popped one of those clear black stickers in the middle of the card and called that one done. And just getting it all ready to fuse, and then I think I'm done. So I do create another paper clip with the washi tape to mimic the other one, and I just pop it on the flap here. Now I'm not going to have any still photos at the end. The video is already super long. I do slow down the footage to show you my spread. You can check out the photos on the Facebook page. I'll be sure to include them there. So until the next video, I'll catch you all later. Bye.